We thought that the migrants were just coming in from Mexico. We thought it was just the Mexicans. We thought just Mexican, Spanish speaking people was coming through the borders from Texas, from California, and Arizona. But unfortunately, we're finding out more news. They're not just coming from the southern border, but they're also coming from the northern border. Yes, they are coming in from Canada also. Migrants are coming in from the Canadian border also. You don't believe me? Let's tune into the video then.
Congressional leaders in Washington, D.C. still hammer out details over funding for border security, we are taking a look at the northern border. WCAX was there when the feds closed the Champlain, New York crossing known as Roxham Road last March. Migrants can no longer pass into Canada from this unofficial point, but other migrants continue to flow into the U.S. from Canada at record levels. Our Plattsburgh Bureau Chief Alec Lasham spoke with the Swanton Sector Border Patrol.
Law enforcement officials in the North Country are sounding the alarm as recent data shows an unprecedented rise in the number of illegal crossings on the northern border.
We continue to urge anyone looking to enter the United States to do so legally.
A plea from North Country law enforcement officials as an influx of migrants continues to enter the U.S. along the northern border. Raymond Bresnahan is the lead patrol agent at the Champlain Border Station, which is part of the Swanton Sector, an area that covers 295 miles along the border. He says in 2023, Border Patrol agents apprehended roughly 7,000 people, a nearly 500% annual increase. A large number of people, he says, that are looking for a better life.
The vast majority of people that we catch,
over 7,000 people are coming in just from Canada alone. They closed up the border in Texas. They're trying to get it under control. And they said, you know what? Forget your southern border. You guys won't let us in from there. We're going to find another way. We're going to come through Canada and we're going to go through Vermont and we still going to end up in New York. I mean, you guys, we can't make this stuff up. People want to be here so bad. They are willing to go through some extreme conditions just to get here.
which are still individuals looking for that American dream, trying to get into the United States.
However, he says the increase in illegal crossings makes it more difficult for law enforcement to find people who are actually crossing for nefarious reasons.
There still are a lot of bad actors mixed in with them. We still see aggravated felons. We still catch a lot of bad people.
And here at the border, Border Patrol say they're trying to prevent illegal crossings like this one with barricades. But despite numerous preventative crossing deterrents, Bresnahan says people are still under.
This is what they're trying to stop the people from coming in over with in Canada. They're saying, don't come this way. We got blockage here. This is our blockage. This is what we gonna stop y'all with. Where's the barbed wire at? I mean, they don't care. They don't care. Not enough.
We're taking an uncertain and arduous journey.
They utilize their cell phones. They're trying to come through really thick terrain. The batteries begin to die on the phone. They panic. Luckily, we have a great support system with all of our local partners. So when we do get 911 calls, we have numerous fire departments, Clinton County Sheriff's Office. They all come out to assist us and rescue these individuals.
And Clinton County Sheriff Dave Favreau says they are feeling the strain on resources as well due to the migrant influx. The county jail is one of the only facilities in New York that still accepts immigrant detainees. But Favreau says the real challenge for law enforcement is when they're out on patrol.
Given so much of the unknown that you're dealing with and all the turmoil and tension that we see in the other countries that these people are coming from, puts an awful lot of emotional strain and pressure on law enforcement and medical staff, including our 911 centers.
So why is there such an increase in illegal border crossings over the last year? Philip Castanets is the presidential professor of sociology and international migration studies at the Cooney Graduate Center in New York City. He tells me one reason for the increased number of crossings is the amount of attention the southern border is receiving.
With the huge asylum seeker concentrations and with all those people crossing the border, and with the huge increase in the amount of enforcement that's going on the southern border, it's probably, if you have the option, a lot easier to try to get in without inspection coming across the Canadian border.
People have
You know how easy it is for them to snuggle in drugs now? You know how easy it's getting for the cartel to just flood the streets? And this guy didn't say it, but I'm going to say it. It's Biden's fault. It's Biden's fault. Not only is it Biden's fault, it's the government's fault too. Because nobody seems to care about what is actually going on out here in these streets. Nobody seems to care. We're just brushing it under the rug. Just going to post videos, talk about it, and then just keep sweeping it under the rug. Letting them keep coming in and sweep more of it under the rug. Until apparently everywhere got them. Every city's going to have them. They're going to be dispersed around the entire United States. And like I said before, I have no problem with the good ones coming in. I have no problem with those that are coming in here trying to, have that American dream. But at the same time, with the good apples, there's going to be a few bad. There's going to be a few bad. And that's the thing we don't know, and we can't keep it under control.
of Mexican origin are the largest demographic the Swanton Border Patrol encounters. Castanet says they are people who are more likely to have the resources available to travel to Canada legally first.
Presumably, some of them are entering legally on tourist visas or business visas, student visas, any kind of, legal visa, and then illegally crossing into the United States.
For Favreau, who recently testified before congressional lawmakers regarding the crisis at the border, he says he believes lawmakers should reinstate the Remain in Mexico policy if possible, while people's asylum cases are pending, but does not go as far as to say that the border should be closed.
Well, unfortunately, whatever Congress does, if they were to do a stop-drop measure right now and say, okay, we're going to close the borders, we're going to take immediate action, it's not going to have a big impact on the borders for at least a year, maybe a year and a half, and that's very optimistic.
And for Bresnahan, he says they just need help.
The number one thing that the Border Patrol needs is continued manpower and resources for our area.
And on Friday, Governor Kathy Hochul is heading to Washington, D.C. to advocate for a stronger border, work authorization permits for migrants downstate, and for immigration reform. Reporting from the Plattsburgh Bureau, Alec.
In other words, it's not going to be stopping. It's not stopping no time soon. Don't expect it to. Don't expect it to. This is crazy. I hope that us as United States citizens and those that are here and been here for a while, I keep saying this, but I'm going to keep saying it. I hope you guys still got some hustle in you. I hope you guys still got some grinding in you, because a lot of them is going to come here and they're going to try to take your job. They'll do anything. They're going to work 10 times harder than you because they know where they came from in the slums. For those that are actually coming here for good reasons, they're going to come here. They're going to work extremely hard. They're going to work 70 plus hours a week, and they're going to be coming for your jobs.